In the Greyflood river of Tharbad sits Riod, Anduin, Piper, Gandalf, and a ferryman, taking them from the south bank to the north bank of Tharbad. When they are crossing the river, they see dark shapes moving below the surface of the water. Gandalf warns everyone to be still and quiet, but the ferryman panics, makes too much noise as they reach for an oar, and bursting forth from the water below, a horrific water worm, a snake-like creature with fins, jagged, sharp teeth, and a size that is larger than any creature most of our adventurers have seen. They are now forced to deal with this on this small boat in the middle of the Greyflood River. I wonder if everyone will survive. Let's find out.
Owlie's beard, what is that thing?
I have no idea.
Oh my god!
Stay towards the center of the boat. Stay upright.
Okay.
Do not rock it.
Okay.
You keep rowing.
The ferryman continues to row. Gandalf stands at the front of the boat, holding staff aloft, looking around wildly. And you all see this emerge from the water. Green-scaled, serpent-like, this creature emerges with flared nostrils and huge teeth. Its scales look thick and strong. And I'm going to move you over to this map. Zoom out a little bit so we can get the scale of things for the audience. On the right side, players, you can see that there are some notes that I have made for different situations. We've got some different mechanics that you might be dealing with here. Since you are on a boat in the middle of a river facing a strange water worm, while you are on land or on the ferry, you can potentially try to row the ferry yourself, and you could potentially move the ferry 15 feet with a main action, rolling athletics for potentially more or less. You can fire with ranged weapons in the rearward stance. You can save your turn to react with a main action, melee attack, or a dodge, in which case you will make an athletics, an awareness, or a battle roll if you try to dodge. Who knows what'll happen if you try to dodge?
Could I lobby to use travel instead of athletics to travel with the boat?
You mean for the rowing?
Aye.
Yes, I'll take that.
Thank you.
You also have the option of not rowing and letting the ferryman continue to row. If the ferryman continues to row, ferryman can move 10 feet per round. If, for whatever reason, you end up in the water, you cannot use ranged attacks. You can try and swim 10 feet with a main action, which will be an athletics check. Unfortunately, no travel here. If you try to react to an attack with a main action, it will be in the open melee stance. You can try and attack, or you can dodge. That's what you have to deal with. I wish you luck.
Hmm.
We now will begin our combat. As you see this creature burst forth from the water, it hisses, looking around wildly. Its piercing shriek erupts through the entirety of the Greyflood River. You see 4 other ferries moving about in the water, or 3 other ferries moving about in the water, and everyone aboard looks panicked and is trying to swim for the nearest shore. I would like to know what you're going to do.
I would like to know, first of all, since our ferry appears to be aiming to the west, is that the direction we're actually traveling? Because the shore north of us looks much closer.
Well, I believe that the ferryman will try to get to the shore as quickly as possible.
Right, to the north.
Yes.
Okay, yes. If he's not already turning the boat that way away from the creature, then I'm smacking him on the head this way. And other than that, I don't know that I can do much at this distance other than wait.
Again,
Okay.
while you are on the ferry, you can use ranged weapons. You can
Right.
save your turn to react with a main action melee attack, or you can dodge, or you can take over and try and row yourself. Whatever you'd like.
I don't fancy our chances here on this boat on the water with this thing. If you don't, I'll try and row.
Right, if you want to row, one of us needs to be ready to fend it off if it comes up near the boat. So go for it.
Okay.
Just
In
to-
that case,
Just to explain a little bit of your surroundings as well, the Greyflood River is not a super fast moving river. It is very deep, however. On the northern shore, you can see that there is there's no docks yet in this area. So if the boat does head that way, there's a little bit of a climb to get up onto that bank. It's sort of like very mossy and slippery around that area, and to the south there are several shacks that are all along the bank edge of the middle island. To the far west you have the bridge, the very large bridge that crosses, or would be crossing, down to the middle island. It has been broken and decrepit over time, however, which is why everyone is required to travel by ferry these days. Debris is scattered all along the area where the gap lies between the bridge. And the serpent, this water worm-like creature, is about 70 feet away from you.
So, can more than one of us take the row action per turn, or I would assume it's limited to one. No, unless
limited
we
to
have more
one.
than. Okay.
okay. What say you? Go north or go past it to the dock? It's low
no.
tide, it seems.
North. I don't think trying to push past it is feasible.
Okay. In that case.
I agree.
All right. In that case, I'm going to rest past the ferryman and try and row.
Very well. Okay. Please.
Give me that.
He throws the oar to you. He looks just kind of cowering, shocked and panicked in fear.
Okay. I'm proud. That's why I think I can do this better than the person whose job it is. Could I spend a hope and, because I'm proud, take 2 bonus die?
This is a tough sell for me. I'm just being proud as being your bonus. But I'll do it
Aye.
because I am scared for your safety.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, please.
Woo!
All right.
So,
That's it. Mm-hmm.
That is a 36.
I didn't even know the dice could go that high. How
The
did you do that?
There were 2 extraordinary successes there. And
Oh my God.
yeah, the panic is real. So you ended up rolling a 6d6 on your success die there. Ooh,
Nice.
yeah, I got to be a little bit more strict with that proud in the future. I feel like you might try to take advantage of that a little too much.
Me? Oh, no,
We'll see.
never. Okay.
We'll see.
Well-
2 extraordinary successes. So, what would you like to do with your extra success?
I would very much like to make haste. That's for sure.
I'm going to say you
And-
can get a bonus of 5 feet.
Okay. So I would like to make haste going north, and I would also... Would I be able to... I don't know. Gain insight into... No, that doesn't make any sense. So I can score 1 additional success, but we don't need any more successes.
Hear me out.
So-
We go
Okay.
quietly enough that it attacks a different boat.
We go
We don't have-
quietly.
We don't have to outrun the creature. We just have to outrun that other boat.
There is another boat to our south, so I will try and make haste and go quietly.
Very well. You try and go quietly. Okay. Who's next?
That would be me, I think.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to save my turn to react. And I'm going to save for a main action melee attack or dodge. Yeah, well, either of those. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pulling out my sword.
Very
shaking.
brave, young hobbit. Very brave.
Stupid, but brave.
Okay. So,
The fine line between bravery and stupidity is getting narrower and narrower as we continue.
Aye.
very well. Piper is readying a sword, drawing the sword. Gandalf is standing sort of at the front of the boat. Staff is ready and says,
We must hurry as quickly as possible to the shore. And he says, if the creature draws close, prepare any fire you may have. Fire and light. It will not like this day and how bright it is now. There must be some reason that it has been drawn forth into the daylight.
Okay, very well.
Fire, yes. Got it. I will... I don't know if it takes my whole turn to do it, but I will use a piece of flint and ignite a torch in one hand.
yes, that will take your turn.
Nah, I'll do it.
Okay. Gandalf will wait for anything to basically happen. He is waiting to see what happens with the worm. Now, let's see what the worm does. Well, since you went quietly, I will roll that again. Because it was headed your way.
Ooh.
Odd is bad. That's even. It is heading towards the boat down south. It is very fast in the water.
I can only imagine.
Bursting forth,
Oh, that's fast.
it sails with the fin and its body slinking below the surface of the water, the sail on its back just cresting the surface. It rushes forward and snapping forth, it will rush forward and screech into the air as it strikes at the boat. Let's do a roll for this. Okay, 3 successes. It misses the boat as you see the strike. Maybe some of the sun got in this creature's eyes. It does not seem to be faring well in the sunlight. Sails past the boat, and then as it does, it strikes with its tail. Uh-oh.
He's got a multi-attack.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oops, I gotta reroll that one. The tail attack this time connects with the boat, and you see wood go flying as two people are tossed into the water. You hear their screams in the distance as they splash into the water. The boat to the south has fallen below the surface. Two people seem to be bobbing in the water now.
Just keep rowing, head down, we'll make it.
Shouldn't we? Those people just died, right?
We do not know their fate, but we cannot help them.
Okay.
Perhaps. Unless I get its attention.
Oh. I just look up at Gandalf. Are you sure?
He looks towards all of you, trying to gauge your faces.
I simply look resigned when he says that. Do as you must.
My brow is furrowed, but I don't look scared. I'm just trying to understand what this man wants to do.
I'm horrified.
You look scared.
Yes, I look scared.
All right.
Take heart. Your will is your own. Control it.
Holding forth his staff, you see a bright light begin to shine.
Cover your eyes!
A bright light bursts forth from Gandalf's staff as you see the creature recoil. And from in between your fingers, past your arms, you feel the light sort of burst forth. There is almost like an after image, you know, when you see that bright light, that sort of blue haze that might happen afterwards. And the light seems to dance along the water, and Gandalf's voice seems to carry further than it should. The ripples emanate from the boat itself, and you can hear voices in the distance, the sound of bells, and warning in the distance, screams. It seems those of Tharbad have been alerted, as well as the worm.
I don't suppose they have any defenses against this.
Perhaps the guards will come in force. Hold yourselves. Ready! The worm comes.
You want me to hold the boat? Or go?
Continue to the shore. We might give them a chance to swim for safety.
That I can do.
Who would like to go
I think you've
first?
got its attention.
I believe it's... If we're rowing, it's my turn then, again. And, I'll use a hope, but I think maybe my pride doesn't count anymore because I haven't just pushed this man off his thing. So it's just one bonus die if I'm allowed to use my hope here.
You are absolutely allowed to use your hope.
Okay. So that would be one bonus die to this mess and help me, Gandalf. Oh, there we go.
Another success. Oh, and you need them. Okay, that will carry you potentially another 5 feet if you'd like to go. If you would like to go quickly.
All right, go quickly.
Very well.
That's a total of 20 feet.
You're able to get the boat there. It is moving rather quickly as Rioth is rowing for all he is worth. Not really against the current either. It's kind of pushing from the east and heading west-southwest. So you are not really fighting the current there. And who would like to go next?
I will just be passing my turn, waiting to dodge or attack as needed if the thing comes in range.
Very well. All right, I'm going to mark you here with a, let's see, I'll put a green one on you.
Actually, I'm going to, the torch that I'm holding, I'm going to hand it to the ferryman so that I can use both my hands on my weapon and make him somewhat useful. Let's say, hold your hand out and hold on to this for dear life. Listen to me. I'm going to shake him by the head. Listen to me. Your life does depend on it. Do not drop it. Hold it up like this.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll have my spear ready instead and stand braced.
Very well. Good idea. Piper.
Yeah, I'm also going to one more time save my turn to react as well.
Very well. I'll mark you with a green dot as well.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Gandalf is also going to wait for something to happen here. And I need to minus his resource there. This little magic resource. Okay. And very well. The worm approaches. Now, because of the position of the boat, the stances are as such. I'm going to position you the way that that you have kind of organized yourselves. So, Rioth, if you are rowing, you'd be in the middle.
Okay.
The ferryman would have moved back with Piper, unless you want to position yourselves differently. Anduin, are you good there?
I'm trying to think if I would climb over Rio to get to the back of the boat and make Piper move. I probably would have, yeah. I would probably be shooing Piper to stand out of the way if possible. Unless she argues with me about it, because I want to stand here.
Okay, Piper, you
And
give up your
Can I
spot.
stand next to him?
You can push the ferryman to the front if you'd like to do that.
I'm pushing the ferryman to the front.
Very well.
take his torch.
I take his torch. So I'm holding a torch and my little sword.
Okay. Very well.
I don't want the ferryman. I want the torch next to me. So if she makes it
very
move,
well.
I'm like waving it. I'm waving it between us so that, yeah, okay.
You see the water stir, and you see whips of the tail sort of moving below the surface, moving massive amounts of water. This creature moves so quick below the water, and then it bursts forth and will try and strike. And let's see, it will try and attack Anduin. Anduin, it will aim for you. I closed the window. I sure did. As it tries to bite you. Oh, a miss by one. Oh. The
Oh my God.
snake sails past, bellowing in rage. And as it sails past, it will try and strike the boat with its tail. Good luck.
Oh. Oh!
Oh,
That's
no!
Oh no!
Oh, no!
So the reactions for dodging and whatnot, do we get to use those here, or how's that work?
So, no, unfortunately. What the intent of the dodging action was is if it did try and attack you and it was successful, you were going to get to roll an extra die to see if you could beat it. It's basically
So-
you get extra die to potentially dodge out of the way.
Is this a
Gotcha.
roll on the boat or one of us?
This is a roll on the boat.
Okay.
The boat, unfortunately, is hit with a Eye of Sauron piercing blow.
Oh.
As the snake sails past,
Sauron!
connecting with the boat is this water worm's tail. And you all feel this massive thump on the side of the boat as the wood splinters and breaks, and you are all tossed into the water.
Oh my goodness!
Would I know that hobbits cannot swim too good?
I can't swim too good.
I think that would be a roll, probably.
So without even contemplating whether hobbits can swim or not, either way, my first reflex is we're somewhat close to shore. Piper's a pretty small person, and I've got quite the throwing arm. Would I be able to, since I was waiting to react to the creature, could I use my reaction to throw Piper as far to shore as I can?
You're going to
Yeah, I
fling a
think so.
hobbit.
You can definitely do that. Won't
I
be
mean,
too
there's
far
a
regardless, but you can definitely do it.
Yeah, there's a rule against throwing dwarves. I can't toss a dwarf, but I could definitely toss the hobbit.
You can toss the hobbit.
Yeah,
That's
when I realize the inevitability and I see this thing coming down, I'm like, and I just huck Piper as far as I can.
Okay, athletics check.
I will spend a point of hope.
Do you have any, I don't know, any flinging distinct features about you, like a thrower's arm or something?
Well, tall and hardy, so durable, and I don't know when I'm ever going to use tall for anything. But yeah, I don't think they apply here. With that said, my athletics checks are usually pretty good. There it is, a great success.
Great success. So what I'm going to say is you can throw Piper 10 feet, which is really far.
All right.
Okay.
She's less
The-
likely now to
Thrown.
be Chow.
Yes.
Everybody else, make let's call it a D4 roll.
Oh, 2.
So everybody except Piper. Okay.
Also a 2.
Oh my god.
Okay. Rioth, you were tossed 10 feet to the east. Anduin, you are also tossed 10 feet to the east. Gandalf.
Who is copying me? And Darwin.
Gandalf is also tossed 10 feet to the east.
Didn't you know east is the in direction right now?
A strong
Ferryman.
easterly wind.
The ferryman falls 10 feet to the south, closer towards
Oh
the
my god.
serpent.
Towards the creature.
Yep.
Push him into the mouth.
That's
Ferryman
unfortunate.
falls into the water.
joke.
The torch along with as well. As you fall into the water, all of you sort of go below the surface for a moment. Piper, can you swim?
Not well. Not well. I
We
think
did
I'm
ta-
doing a bit of a Samwise Gamgee at the end of Fellowship moment here.
We did talk about this a little bit, actually. Of the three
Right.
of us, Launton is the worst swimmer. You, because we were near the water, you do have the ability to swim. You're not going to sink straight. We had this conversation
Right.
before. So
That's right.
You may not be the strongest swimmer, but you shouldn't drown right away.
I shouldn't drown right away.
Shouldn't
There we go.
being the operative word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Well, this is a special situation, but right.
I mean, she's from, the East Farthing? They have boats and things. It's normally the people in the West Farthing who
or
think
southeast.
boats are
River
cursed.
literally separates our village.
Yes.
So
Right.
Yeah, but I've not really been much of a swimmer my whole life. But I can keep my head. I can doggy paddle. How about that?
Alrighty.
Hobby battle.
Hobby paddle.
Okay. The ferryman is knocked into the water, and I think a bit stunned, but I'll say they can maybe move 5 feet. Gandalf will do something else. Gandalf, falling below the surface of the water for a moment.
Hurry! Hurry! Fly! Fly! Rush to this! Rush to the shore! And I will do my best to hold it back!
He swims towards the creature.
Towards the creature.
5 feet closer towards the creature.
Ooh.
And we are now in a new round. Who's going first?
There's nothing I can do to help him. In the water, I can't attack. Well, I'll have to.
Rio is not wearing heavy armor, is he?
Oh, I am. So I'm not going to be very good at swimming. No. Good point. So I will likely try. Actually, I am wearing heavy armor. However, it is a mastercraft, which is lighter than usual. Not sure what that means exactly in this situation. It is water I'm inside, but if there are any, how would you say, disadvantages for swimming, I will incur them. Because that's only fair.
I'm checking real quick if there's any specific mechanics for this.
Because I know in Game of Thrones, you just die.
I mean, that's just everyone's rules in Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Right.
Turns on Game of Thrones. Dies. Man, I knew this show was savage.
Okay, I can't find any specific rules on this. Let me try one more time real quick.
I don't recall seeing any.
Since Fairlight has an eidetic memory, I will probably trust you on this one. Let's see.
I mean, Gimli does swim across the river Anduin, but I don't know if he was wearing armor at the time.
Okay.
He had to have been. He
Yeah,
wouldn't have
so
taken off his armor.
this is a this is just a basically a potentially significantly worse failure if you fail.
Okay.
So you
All
roll
right.
normally, but if you fail, it's worse.
And I'm rolling for what? Athletics?
This will be an athletics check, yes, to swim, unless you're doing
Okay.
something else.
No. I think I will hesitate, but an order is an order, and I'm no hero, so I'm going to try and swim north if possible.
Okay.
I'm going to try and use my hope here because I hope I don't drown. Ooh, a success.
Ooh,
I won.
just barely.
The roles today for Rio are some very well decided uses of hope. Have done a lot of work. Good job. You can move 10 feet.
Okay. I have moved 10 feet.
Alrighty. Who is next?
We have a bit of a problem, and that is that Mr. Gandalf told me to swim away, but if I see him swimming to go fight this thing alone, I'm gonna start swimming towards him to help fight as well. So I'm moving towards the serpent with my sword, scribbing,
Very
Mr.
well.
Gandalf!
So, you can basically move one square, or you can move here. Either one of those is fine, I think.
Is that with
Okay.
a
You're gonna
successful?
Yeah, you have to make an athletics check. You don't want to fail
Okay.
this. I just want to warn you that.
I don't want to fail the athletics check,
You
huh?
really don't.
Can I
Even
spend
if
some
it's
hope?
to swim
You
towards
can
him.
absolutely spend hope.
I'm gonna spend one hope. Oh, I'm so sorry. One moment, my
I'm on the edge of my seat as well, by the way,
roll
chat.
20.
Could I? May I say something real fast? This is for potentially Piper's benefit, but this
Right.
isn't a suggestion necessarily. You're in the water.
Happy to take suggestions.
Listen, you're in the water. You know you can barely swim, right? How aware are you of anything going on? And that's very important to recognize.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, would Piper even process that Gandalf is fighting the thing, or is she just trying to tread water?
Right, because there is a level of panic that happens when people get close to drowning. They will reach for anything that they
Wow,
can
we've got
see
two
on the
Pipers.
water.
I
She's going to
accidentally
drown
interrupted
Gandalf.
Piper.
That's okay. Gotcha.
They reach for something to
Okay,
try
Bunchin.
and pull themselves up for air. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
Make an awareness roll. See if you would notice.
I can
Okay,
awareness roll
I
and
would like
try
to
to
do
fail it. Are you trying to fail it?
fail. Awareness bad.
I
Oh my
failed.
god.
You're
Excellent
tossed into
failure.
the water. You don't really know what's going on.
Okay.
You just hear kind of garbled, garbled bits of information.
Yeah, my head's going under the water. My ears are full. Okay. So I'm in that case I'm staying where I am, and I'm holding my sword, and I'm just kind of thrashing about. That's it.
Very well.
That was a good suggestion, London. Thank you.
Are we
Using
considering
the Coast Guard?
Are we considering that a potential dodge?
Yes, if I can do that, yeah, I would love to do a dodge.
Okay.
Do a hold a dodge going.
Okay. Alrighty. Who's next?
I think that just leaves me. I will do exactly as Gandalf says and begin swimming towards shore. I'm also going to take note of the fact that Piper is just kind of thrashing and barely treading water. And I feel like I can probably put two and two together real quick and figure she's not the greatest swimmer. And Rio's wearing armor, so I feel like looking after the other two has just become my top priority. So I will swim north towards Piper.
Oh, my hero.
I am thankfully not encumbered by anything heavy.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
and somehow I fail the roll.
Okay, now, it's lucky for you that you're not wearing heavy armor, because that would make the situation worse. What happens is what's called risk levels. So depending on what is happening in the current situation...
Oh, wait. I have one more. Well, even if I roll another dice, I guess it doesn't matter because I still can't make it. I realized I somehow clicked awareness by accident.
Oh, yes, you did.
But even with another die, I think I still fail, even if I maxed it out, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, even if you had a
Unless you
6, you would just get 12.
Shit.
The roll has already been made, so I
Okay.
think
Yep.
that's not really an option. Okay, so what happens basically is when the situation is really bad, there are different risk levels in the system for me. And when you fail, it gets worse and worse. So a normal kind of situation, this thing could happen. When it's a bad situation, when there's a lot of stuff stacked against you, we go from standard to hazardous, and from hazardous to foolish. And depending on how bad your situation is, we escalate. So, a fail here isn't as bad as if you had heavy armor on. Unfortunately, in this case, that means you're only going to be able to swim 5 feet.
All right. Well, regardless, I will still take what I can get. And just be glad that I can tread water.
Okay. Gandalf. Swimming as best as he can. You can see him sort of like treading water, waiting for the right time to strike. The serpent is moving below the water again. Looks like it is ready to strike. Gandalf will hold his staff basically parallel to the surface of the water, and he begins to spin it in his hands, sort of twirling the staff around. And you can see his face grimacing as he prepares for the worm to strike. The ferryman will swim, panicked swimming towards the shore, as the worm will now try to strike. And let's see who it will be against. Either Gandalf or Anduin. Gandalf it is. The worm will try to bite at Gandalf, who is just bobbing on the surface of the water.
That's good, right? He's future-proof.
Okay. So the worm bursts forth and will strike from the water below Gandalf. Gandalf sees this worm coming and will try to bring the staff down, and does, and connects with the serpent as he is lifted into the air. Ah! He is tossed into the air. You see the serpent burst forth from the water. A horrible scream into the air as you see Gandalf tossed high into the air by the serpent. And the jaws open wide and swallow Gandalf.
Oh!
Splashing into the water. The serpent heads back underneath and will then use a tail strike. This time it will be either against Piper or Anduin.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That is against Piper.
Yep. I can dodge, right?
You can potentially. It will roll first to see if it hits.
Okay.
If it does hit, you get to roll some dice to see if you get to basically boost up your roll.
Okay.
Or boost up your parry, essentially. It fails,
Nice.
however, so you don't even have to try and dodge. You just kind of feel this large tail moving about below you, Piper. And you sort of like raise up in the water, you know, like if you ride a wave or something, the water is displaced and you sort of like move up for a second below you. What do you do? Who's going first?
I shall keep swimming. Just keep swimming. One more hope. Remind me, at what point does that become dangerous, using my hope all the time? I think it's
Mainly when your shadow points are higher than your hope, but this early in the campaign, you can spend most of your hope without issue.
I see. I thought as much. Okay. Then I shall try. Oh, help me. Oh.
That is a great success. How would you like to spend your success? You want to move further, or do you want to do something else?
Well, I'm not sure if there's anything else I can do in this moment to... it's every dwarf for themselves right now, so I would like to... Let's see what I can do. Go faster. Make haste. Make haste.
Okay. You can move 15 feet instead of 10.
Because widening influence would not necessarily help 2 or more people swim faster, right?
I would argue that you can move 10 feet and drag Piper maybe 5.
Okay.
But Anduin's too far away.
And Arwen's a big boy. I'm sure he'll be fine. I grab onto Piper's...
Yeah, definitely
front
fine
foot.
with this 70-foot water dragon right next to me. I'll be fine.
There's nothing I can do! And, I suppose, Piper, you can move up 5.
Okay.
Rioth or someone is grabbing you, Piper, and it's that thing where like the water keeps like bobbing above your vision, you know? And you just get glimpses. You just see like a hand reaching out towards you and grabbing you. Would you like to move that extra 5 feet, or did you already?
Oh, I did already.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry.
Who is next?
Let's see if I am completely screwed or not. I will attempt to move again. I will use hope this time. And roll the correct skill this time. Get me out of here. A normal success.
Okay. You can move 10 feet, Anduin.
I barely made that even with hope on my best sky. I'm rolling quite terribly.
Ooh.
Okay, 10
You're
feet.
banking up that luck, you know? Because that's how it works.
Okay. Piper.
Can I roll to see if I'm more aware of what's going on now?
Yeah.
If we're going with this awareness thing, because I'm like going up and down in the water, I'd like to keep. I'm gonna spend a hope though.
Okay. I will definitely allow that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
This is not the time to be rolling bad. Oh no.
Yeah. Terrible.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not moving, really. I think I'll just keep doing the dodge thing. Yeah. Damn.
Now, since this is an extra incurred thing on your behalf, I'm trying to think if there's anything any of us could do to either assist with that or to counter that, you know? I don't personally.
I think it's just a matter of communication and whatnot. Otherwise, it would be just mechanically hope, giving Piper hope. But
Okay.
Yeah.
she's already
Even with-
spending it.
Even if I gave her hope, she's not going to beat that.
Okay. What would you like to do, Piper?
See, it's like so difficult because I know that like in character, I'm not aware of what's going on. I'm panicking. I don't know what's happening. So I'm staying where I am. I know I should be moving away, but I'm staying where I am.
Well,
And I am.
could she roll a 1d4 to figure out which direction she swims? Because if she knows she should be moving, but not know the direction, would she move anyway?
Well, I think
That's
the
a good
question
point.
is, do you know that you should be moving, Piper?
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
there's I'm sorry. There's a thing in the water. Of course she should be moving. There's a big fucking serpent in the water. Swim
Yeah, she's
to
so
the shore,
obnoxious.
Piper.
I agree,
Can I
but I
see-
don't like to make that decision for people.
Can I?
sure.
Yeah, but can I? But can I see Anduin, for example, or Ryuth in the water? I'm assuming yes.
You would definitely see splashing and movement, but I think you failed your awareness. I don't think
Yeah,
you
so
really
I, like,
know
can't see
what is
anything.
happening. Something is moving next to you, on either side.
So once again, I will say that if they're close enough and you're panicked, you'd be trying to climb on top of one of them. You will
Yeah.
drown someone to save yourself in that panic situation.
So, roll a 1d2 and see who you try and drown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's,
Lawton.
that's the most
Lawton.
likely thing to happen.
Respectfully, Lawton, shut up.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm just so like
That's
torn
an episode
with,
title.
Lawton, shut up.
with respect. Shut up. Okay, so I'm not aware of which direction anything is. Yeah, I'm gonna start swimming. I'm so sorry. I don't want to. I know that if I make a wrong move, like it's lethal, but I also
It's a
Don't wanna, like,
ridiculously
meta game
difficult
out of-
situation. I say you should
Yeah.
always do what you feel is right.
I could offer an opinion.
I
Yes, I would
also
love an opinion.
have an opinion on this one, which would just be maybe
Okay. Hear us
wait
both
and
out.
yes.
So,
I mean, Anduin is trying to look out for her. The only reason I didn't is because I failed my own first roll, so I took that to mean that I got submerged and am now
Yeah.
gathering my bearings. But Anduin's not going to leave Piper thrashing in the water.
no. And
okay.
so if you were going to swim in any direction, then I suppose you can either roll a 1d4, right? Up, down, left,
Yeah.
right. Or you can roll a 1d2 because your sides are being blocked right now for up and down.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will do the 1d2. So
If
oh,
she
man.
even begins heading in the wrong direction, she's gonna feel a hand larger than her head pushing her the other way. Like, I'm
She
not gonna
also-
let her go the wrong way.
Well, then
She
if we
also
do
got
that,
pulled. She also got pulled.
I
then I
also
did get
pulled her
pulled.
in.
So I think,
Aye.
yeah, you pulled me. So I maybe okay. I'll swim
is
in
a
the
very
direction
good
that
point.
you pulled me.
Yeah.
I'll swim in the direction that you pulled me because I'm assuming that I was pulled by a human and not the worm. I saw a
Right.
hand. So I will swim in that direction then. So, north. Sorry, guys. I know that this is like really mincing words. I just,
Oh, no.
yeah,
Everybody's stomach is like this right now, so
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
so athletics check from you because
Yeah.
you don't automatically get the 5 feet, but let's find out.
Right. Sorry. I'm gonna spend another hope for that.
Good idea.
I'm gonna die from anxiety. Just
Oh my
so
God.
we're all clear.
Yeah.
10 feet, you were able to swim.
Holy
I swim 10
shit.
feet. Oh
10
my
feet.
goodness. Wait, how many is that? 2 squares? It's
squares.
2 squares.
Yep.
We need to cover
Cool.
maybe
I
A few more
can't
than
believe I'm letting Gandalf die, but I don't think that I know that Gandalf was swallowed by the worm because my awareness rolls were so low. So, cool.
Unless you plan on giving that thing indigestion, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I know.
I was actually contemplating exactly that.
Ooh.
If I end up
my
in a
God.
situation where I can't swim away from it.
Okay.
Genius.
The ferryman is swimming 10 feet up. Now it
Ferryman
is
took
the water worm's turn.
no hesitation on that ferryman. Uh-oh.
It will head towards you, Anduin, being the closest target.
There we go.
Good luck.
No.
Sorry, I'm checking some special BS. Okay. All right. It will try and bite you, Anduin, as it slithers through the water. Bursts forth.
Oh my god.
You see the large teeth emerge from the water as you check back over your shoulder, Anduin, rushing away. You can see the narrow miss as it tries to strike and just bite down on your legs as you are paddling away, and it misses as it then will try and swipe with its tail.
Stop giving me a heart attack, whack, all these near misses.
With the crack of its ropey tail.
By one.
The tail.
Again by one.
The tail, its massive size, as wide as you are tall, this tail just sails past you, displacing the water again. You try and right yourself. You can feel the massive tail fly past and splash, sending a wave of water over you and the rest of the party as it connects with the water. New round. Who's first?
I guess we'll keep the turn order and I'll just keep going. Athletics. Oh, if it could only be anything else. Spend a hope, close my eyes, roll the dice, and... Gandalf!
Oh! Were you this
Nice.
literally from the water, born in the water, has never been out of the water?
This is still just a regular success, but it is a success. You are able to move 10 feet.
Okay. 5'10". I'm only 5 feet from the shore. And a bit of a clamber up the low tide. Okay, that's my turn.
Sorry about that. Switch browsers for the roll window, so like if it gets covered up by something, it doesn't scroll for some reason. It's so weird. Okay. Very well.
Okay.
Riols, you have made it 10 feet closer to the shore. Who is next?
I'll go next.
Oh, no, you go.
I'll go
Yes.
next because I'm... we need to see what happens here first, I think. Yeah, swim it is and hope for the best. There we go. A great success.
Ooh, okay. So you can move 10 feet, and then how would you like to spend your extra success?
May I hold it and see what happens to Piper first? Because I may use it to cancel if she starts drowning and I need to use it to cancel a failure, then I will. But if she's making it, then I will go faster and get myself out of there.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'll stop here with my 10 feet to check on Piper and then wait for that outcome.
Oh my god.
Very well.
That's our wolf, man.
Now that's a doggy battle.
Oh, get.
Take a second. Okay, Piper.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna swim away. I'm gonna spend a hope to do so.
Good idea.
Oh!
Great success.
Okay, Piper,
passed
you
that
can
by
move
1.
10 feet, and then you have an
Boom.
extra success on how you'd like, and how would you like to spend that? You
Can I hold my success to see what Anduin is doing?
Anduin's turn's
I-
over.
I literally
well-
don't think that I could do anything to Anduin. I'm like the size of his hand.
Well, if it will help you sleep
yeah.
at night, I am using mine for the extra 5 feet and going here.
Ooh.
You make haste.
Okay. I will make haste, yeah. I will personally also make haste.
Okay, you are almost at shore. One more square up.
Wait. Oh my goodness.
The ferryman.
I'm a great
There's 10
swimmer.
feet.
I don't know what anyone's saying.
Did the ferryman roll for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ferryman lives in his own rule of law.
We all want the ferryman to die just one round, right?
All of us.
Just so. Just for
Look,
He
one
I
didn't
don't
round.
listen to the instructions.
I don't want the ferryman dead. I just want the serpent, not hungry.
Right.
Can we use him as a swap for Gandalf?
The
Give us our wizard back and we'll give you this nice juicy ferryman.
the worm will go now. It will move forward and again try to strike at you, Anduin.
Oh,
Fail,
here we go
fail,
again.
Fail.
Come on, whack. One more crappy roll.
2 more.
2 more bad rolls. Yes!
Now that
wow.
is a crappy roll. Excellent work, sir.
That is a fail. So the serpent will miss, and let me just check on one thing because I might be able to do some special bullshit here.
If he gets hit by the tail, wouldn't that move him closer to shore?
I thought about asking the same question, but I decided to just let it go. Yeah, if the tail hits me, it launches me backwards, right?
It's just physics.
What if it misses, the current pulls you closer to it? I mean, he could use it both ways.
Okay. Yep, it will miss. And then it will try and strike with its tail
Oh.
as it moves past.
Oh!
That, unfortunately, is bad. All right.
So I have to roll an armor test now, right?
Yes, you do. A
But
piercing
what
blow.
about his success that he was holding on for me that he
No,
can
he
now
used it.
use?
He used it.
He
He
used it
moved.
for the
Oh.
haste. Yeah.
And even if I hadn't, I don't think it doesn't defend me from this.
Correct.
Aye.
Okay. Burn that hope.
Your target is a 12. It is less for the tail whip.
Come on, come on, come on.
Thank goodness for that. The armor holds. Oh boy.
You still take 10 endurance damage, however, as you are hit.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit.
By this massive, it's just a giant piece of muscle, really, that you were hit with, and the grating sort of feeling of these scales as they shred and hit you. And I do need you to roll a d4, please.
Okay.
Don't roll a 3.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
How about
Okay.
a 4?
You will move west as the tail swipes you, and you move west 10 feet. It is very good that
okay.
you did not roll 3.
Guys, I think he's listening.
Okay. New round. Who's going first?
Oh, he's so far away now. I can't. I'll keep going. I'll burn my hope. And hope that I make it to shore.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Whoa. 15, target 13, and I'm on the shoreline.
You're not on the shoreline just yet. You have to climb out of the water.
Okay.
Oh,
I need another
another
athletics
roll?
check. Yes.
Another athletics check. Can
are
I
you telling me
burn
this is
another
not
hope?
a sandy beach?
Nope.
So,
It is a moss-covered mess along the shore here.
okay,
Oh,
can
goodness.
I burn another hope, or is this unhopeable?
Yeah, this is a separate roll. You can definitely burn
Okay.
another hope.
All right.
Hey, listen, if players want to keep burning their resources, I'm fine with it.
I just don't
Well, it's
want
either
to
that
get-
or die.
The alternative is death. Wow.
No! I failed.
Oh no!
2 ones.
Okay, so here's what happens, Anduin.
Okay.
You try to climb up onto the shore, and you're grasping, and it's just like moss and wet stone that you're just kind of, you can't get a good foothold, you can't get a good grip onto the bank itself. As you're trying to climb, you know, your boots are just kind of scraping, and you're waterlogged. You're drenched in water. All of your clothing and armor is carrying extra weight.
Suddenly feels heavy.
Yes. As you are trying to clamber up, you slide back down into the water.
Okay.
And, let's see. Gotta check on something real quick. Okay.
What are you checking on there, Whack? What are you checking on?
What are you checking on their work? Mm-hmm.
How's Gandalf doing?
Roll me a d4, please, Rioth.
A D4. Oh. But why? Roll 1d4, and it better not be a 3. 3.
Oh,
Oh my-
my god.
You do not get moved. You lose 3 endurance from the
Oh.
effort.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a combination of swimming and trying to get up onto the shore. If anybody's ever actually done anything like this in real life, it is extremely draining. Trying to swim and then climb something.
I try and stay perfectly still
yeah.
myself at most times.
Yeah, don't go anywhere or do anything.
I did Tough Mudder once and I nearly died.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's extremely
Yeah.
difficult.
It's very hard.
Okay. Who's next?
Or Anduin. Anduin's next.
Yeah, so I've only been opting to go before you because I'm the farthest back. So
Yeah.
I need to know my
makes
fate.
sense. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and make it to shore.
Good luck.
Burn that resource.
That is a Gandalf rune with an
Baby.
extra success.
Oh.
How would you
There
like to spend it?
go.
And an 18. That's like a total of 30. I will. Well, let's see. If I make it to here, if I use make haste, can I attempt the climb this turn?
Definitely, yes.
I will make haste then on right onto the. In fact, I probably come popping up out of the water right next to the wall because I just got smacked under by a tail a second ago.
Yep.
I'll just come right out of the water up onto the wall and try to climb it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
Could I petition? I didn't have to use make haste to climb that same turn. Is there?
You
something
didn't
else I
have
could
to
use?
move as far as I did.
That's fair enough.
If I didn't use make haste, then I wouldn't even be reaching the wall.
Yeah, he would
I
be
see.
down one more, yeah.
Got it.
Excellent. Anduin,
Nice.
you dig your hands in and just you're able to find some kind of footing there, whether it be some some outcropping or something of some crumbling ruin. You manage to find purchase with your foot and push yourself up onto the shore, clearing the water.
can I take my... I don't know if I can do this turn or if I have to wait. But I'm going to take my spear, which is a huge, great spear, and it's very long, and hold it down towards the water. Or next turn if I have to wait.
Yeah, it'll have to be next turn.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna... huff and puff and end my turn.
All right. Piper,
Yeah.
this is your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna swim away. I'm gonna try and climb the getting out of the water. I'm gonna spend a hope to do that. Athletics?
This is an athletics check, yes.
Okay, well I failed.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure this will be fine. A 4.
Uh-oh.
Lose 4 endurance. Making this
Okay.
swim and trying to climb out onto the shore as the river moves past. Again, this is not a super fast moving river, but it is a current, and it is still sort of, you're fighting it a little bit as you're making your way onto the shore, and
Yeah.
you struggle trying to get enough of your center of gravity up is proving too difficult
Okay.
as your stamina drains. Now this time, I did roll for the ferryman. The ferryman does not make it up onto the shore either. Struggling next to all of you. They're unable to make it onto the shore. Let me just do another roll here. Okay. Sorry, I need to check on something. Okay.
Do we just... Oh, there he is.
No.
Okay. The waterworm's turn. It sees 3 delicious treats still in the water that it will try and aim for. Let's see which one it goes after.
One.
Unfortunately, it heads towards you, Rioth.
Oh.
It will try to bite you.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Rioth,
Oh.
as you're clambering to get back onto the shore, the water's moving all about you. Suddenly, the water sort of sinks all around the 3 of you. You kind of you sink back down, and then bursting forth underneath Rioth, the jagged teeth of the waterworm strike and snap. And it will bite you, Rioth, for 8 damage.
Ah!
Did not get an extra success, though, so that is a good thing. Then it will try and tail swipe, and let's see who's going to try and hit with that, because it's got 3 targets. This time it will go after our ferryman friend with the tail swipe.
Rest
no,
in
not
peace,
the
Steve the
ferryman.
ferryman.
I don't feel as bad.
This is also
no.
it's not a great success.
I feel worse.
This is a fail. This is a fail.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a fail.
Target number 0.
Yeah.
What is the ferryman's parry score, out of curiosity?
It's a 12.
Okay.
Okay. The tail misses, and you just are all sort of splashed with water. A wave of water slides over you. New round. Who's first?
I will go first.
Okay.
I'm on solid land, so I'm sure I'm acting much quicker at this point than anybody. And sprint up here and use the spear and hold it out I don't know, honestly, between Rio and Piper who's actually in more danger since they're both kind of being eyeballed by the thing. But I'm just kind of hold the spear directly between them, I guess. And I don't know who grabs first. I just see both and I hold it out towards the two of them and like halfway in
Let's
between.
roll a d2.
I do not
Oh,
go
God.
for it.
What?
I'm
Why?
too willful for that.
Okay.
It's true. He is prideful. He does have pride. I'll just yell for Piper then.
Okay.
Piper, take it and hold out the. I probably
I take
offer the
it.
hand. I'm holding the. I guess I'm keeping the bladed end towards me and offer the handle of the spear.
I'm grabbing the spear if I can.
You will have a bonus die here, Piper.
What am
Make
I
an
doing?
athletics check.
Athletics again?
Yep.
Okay.
I think
Do I
even
double up with spending a
Yes,
hope?
yes.
you
can.
you will still need hope. I don't think the bonus die alone is enough.
Yeah, okay. I'm doing it. Great
There we
success.
go.
Great
Okay.
success. How would you like to spend your extra success?
Bring
Haste?
Rio.
No, can I bring Ryuth?
You can
Can I
help
bring
him.
Ryuth?
You can help him.
I'm
but
gonna
you
do
won't-
that. I'm gonna do that 1,000,000%.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna just grab his little shoulder.
Oh, I'm going to hate that. Go.
Oh,
Try.
good luck, buddy. You can live with
Suck
that
it
one.
up.
Yep.
Can we?
Can
Can,
have a
we,
Princess?
life debt to a
Can I-
hobbit.
can I make a suggestion?
Princess.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion? Maybe something of yours gets stuck on Rio's clothing and you inadvertently help him up.
I'm gonna,
you could be like-
I'm holding my
you could-
sword, so maybe my sword just like goes through the back of his
His
armor, and then I just
Or-
his cloak, and I just
Or you're just like, oh, Rio, help me, and you're pulling him. Help me, Rio.
So does that give
Help,
me
Rio,
one
you're so
extra-
strong. We need your help. And you're pulling him. Do a little reverse
Oh
psychology.
my god, I can't believe you're carrying me as well right now.
Does that give me an extra die in my roll or what?
It will give you one bonus die, yes.
Okay. In that case, I shall burn a hope, and
I would also like to point out before this roll is made, we have not had one Eye of Sauron rune except for the serpent.
Why would you
And it's
say
not
that
gonna happen.
now?
great
Holy
success.
the
I
anxiety.
have
The
indigestion.
absolute anxiety I had just
I'm
now when he
in-
said that.
My tummy hurts right now.
I'm having a
Okay,
great time.
so I succeed.
I'm a tummy hurt girly.
It's a
Yeah,
great
that's because we're
success as
having a
well.
tea party. I don't know if you saw the end of the episode, but you and I are having a tea party right now. We have no idea what's happening.
like la 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 la.
With my great success, could I grab the sword? Oh, great idea! Get yanked out, but then also now yank her forwards, you know, to keep my pride intact.
Yeah, you're totally helping her with your
Yeah, you can move her
Just
5.
being yeeted around
Yeah.
by my two friends.
Right?
Yeah, you can move 5 feet.
Okay.
I need to point out that you're using your success to save your pride instead of the ferryman.
Aye.
Just person screaming, scrambling on, trying to get a hold of the shore,
Oh no.
falling below the surface of the water.
We all turn to watch him.
Yeah.
Hurry your way, ferryman.
All right. Good luck, ferryman.
Just throw a coin on his
Come on,
head.
That's
come
not
on,
gonna
Steve.
do it. That is
No.
that is not gonna do it.
No.
I was too far to help him anyway.
You have a long-hafted axe. You could have totally helped him.
Yeah.
It is fairly long.
Your weapon is as long as mine.
Aye, it is.
He says what? I love him.
He says with a straight face.
Okay.
I just heard a velociraptor. Where did that come from?
It was me laughing.
The worm will then attack the
Great.
ferryman.
Oh.
No.
He's gonna miss. Don't worry.
Now I feel bad.
Why would you say that, PB?
It is a miss.
Told ya.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
He rolled another one.
Manifestation.
The attack of the worm misses. And as it does, It moves forward onto the shore.
What?
It can do that.
It slithers onto the shore.
Of
And
course
that
it does.
is
Why did
where
we
we
care about
are going
them?
to take our break.
What? Oh, this buddy's on the shore. Piper is in there with her sword. She is gutting him open to get Gandalf, man. It is
Happening.
fish finger time, baby.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. If you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/ashes to go follow them in all of the places. Please go give them a follow. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these wonderful people. Make sure you're following Tablestory here on Twitch, on YouTube, at @Tablestory on Twitter, and come hang out on our Discord, tablestory.tv/discord. We have a new show that just started up called Rise of the Apprentice, a Star Wars show, and it's still early on, so make sure you check that out. It is on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Go check that out. Otherwise, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more Ashes of Eriador. Back in just a little bit.
No. I couldn't remember the name. Webbing, right? That would have been part of this. That would have been part of the song, but I couldn't. Now it feels incomplete.
Well, are you going to go back and write another verse?
I cleaned them. I just didn't, there was just silence
You just
while I was
didn't
doing
think
that
of like
part,
a...
and I just moved right to the palms.
It wasn't entirely silent, right? There was the sound of the scrubbing.
I don't know
and
if
the
that
cleaning.
counts as... I don't count that. Oh!
You could do it like in rhythm
like
or something. Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
It's really, really
Next
good.
time.
Yeah, next time.
Do you want some more tea?
Yeah, I'd love some. Want some honey?
Yeah. Yeah, please. Please. I'd forgotten. Like, I'm not had any. You know what? There you go. Okay. I'd forgotten, like, the simple pleasure of honey. Like,
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a problem if we go too much further on the journey. Do you think he wants some honey?
I would
Do you think he's
so.
going to wake up?
I honestly don't know at this point. I mean, it was a lot.
Do you want some cheese?
You don't have to ask, please.
Perfect.
Thank you. I wonder how they're doing.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
In the distance, the horrific sounds of a water worm screeching goes unheard by our tea-venturing hobbits. Meanwhile, however, the rest of the group is facing a much different situation, as this water worm has crawled, or slithered, I should say, onto shore.
Ah! It can do that?
So it seems.
Where's Mr. Gandalf?
Inside it.
What?
It swallowed him in the water.
Now's not the time, lass. Keep running!
The creature
have to save him,
still
don't we?
has a tail whip attack, unfortunately. And it will do so towards you, Riod.
Now that I'm out on shore, can I take a stance?
You
'Cause
can
we're in combat.
absolutely take a stance.
Okay. I am in defensive.
Alrighty. Make sure that you select on your sheet what stance you are all taking, as we're in sort of normal combat now. It is at the bottom left of your sheet if you do not remember. Select which stance you are in. Rioth is in defensive. Anduin, which stance are you going in?
We already basically all used our turn, right? So just defensive. There's no reason for me to do anything else.
Okay. Piper?
Yeah, I think I'll also be in defensive.
Alrighty.
I wonder if the creature is less effective on land.
Oh, you'd hope.
Do you think we can take it? Save Mr. Gandalf.
Take it where?
Let's kill it!
You think?
I slew its kin up on Cloudy Head.
What?
But there's only 3 of us.
The tail strikes
I draw
out
my
towards
sword.
you, Rioth,
Oh.
and misses. I don't know how it misses. Maybe it connects with part of the shore as it strikes. You all feel this like little bit of a quake as the stones underneath you sort of are jostled from their long history of being cobbled together. A new round begins. Who is first?
Ooh, okay. Well, I don't know. I've been first this entire time. I think it's time to change things up. I think, Andarwin, what do you want to do?
I can't see, because we don't have, like, the health bars turned on. I can't see how messed up the other 2 are to gauge whether we even stand a chance here. Can I tell by looking? Or can I ask?
Yeah, they've taken a few hits.
I'm not looking too good.
Yeah, they've taken a few hits.
I'm not looking too worse for wear, though.
The situation is that if this thing does connect, it's not very pretty.
Oh, that's right.
Right, if we fight it, we can't fight it here. It'll drag us into the water. Keep moving back.
You definitely
Okay.
see that this creature does appear to be struggling on the shore.
Beautiful.
Right. I want to move, I want to move further away from the shore and draw this thing on land further, since it seems pretty keen on chasing us.
Okay. So we can say that you can, if you're in defensive stance, you can potentially retreat if you'd like to do that.
I would like to do that very much.
You have to basically either switch to rearward stance or try and attack, and on a success you do no damage, you just use the opportunity to retreat.
Right. What if I don't really want to retreat? I just want to keep fighting it and move us further away from the shore. Is that possible?
I think we can definitely do that. I feel like that is a sound strategy. It makes total sense. Let's see here. How shall we do this? I think that you will make an attack as normal. However, I think there's some kind of a penalty that happens. If you're trying to draw them back, I'm going to need a battle roll as well.
Okay.
Right. I can't do that.
I'm in front of it, so I guess I could do that. I have
Yeah,
a
you can,
heart
if you want to attempt the baiting it back part. I certainly can't. All I can do really is hit the thing.
Yeah, battle
Okay.
in this case is kind of like tactics, you know, you're trying to tactically retreat and fight this thing and give yourself as much an advantage as possible. So I think we need some kind of additional roll there.
All right.
So you can attack as normal, but the battle roll is done in addition.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I'm going to attack it. I'm going to move up to it, shouting, Paruk Kazad! Kazadai menu! And as I do, I will, okay, so that
Sorry,
makes the
what?
attack. Paruk Kazad, Kazadai menu. It, axes of the dwarves are upon you, you know.
Yeah,
that-
duh.
Okay. Oh,
The
I
dwarves
guess
are
I
here.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Sorry. That was amazing. That was amazing.
And thank you. And now I'm going to, I suppose, attack it with my axe. It's a long-hafted axe with 2 hands. And because I'm in defensive, it's -1 dice. Let's see what happens. What is the target? Oh, I didn't target the guy first. 1 sec. There we go. That's a failure.
The
Doesn't
axe,
Baruk Kazad give you a favored roll?
It does indeed give me a favored roll, which I did not
just
do.
roll another
so-
d12.
Okay. /roll 1d12. Oh!
Oh,
That's
come on.
rolled even worse somehow. Natural 1. However, I did do the whole Baruch Khazad thing, so now I get to attempt to intimidate the foe.
Okay. Go ahead and make an all roll.
An all roll, okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, another failure. Not my day. Not my day.
Not your day indeed. As you strike, the axe misses the snake and sort of bounces off of the wet cobbles. And you try and bellow, but this snake is sort of screeching itself and can barely hear you over the yell.
I may have made a mistake.
Now we have no choice. I'm just running in with him.
Because the attack was a fail, that means I don't get to try the battle tactic either, right? Okay.
Yep, I'm just getting in there, and I'm actually going to aim for its midsection, like its stomach, because it has our wizard, and I'm going to see if I can provoke it, or, I don't know, cut open its gut and see if Gandalf is in there.
Do me a favor and make me an awareness roll.
He needs a door.
Sure.
It's a scene from Jaws where they cut the
Great
shark
success
open.
on the awareness.
Okay. So, before you decide on how you're spending your great success, I will say, as you are moving and repositioning yourself, you notice something. You are trying to find out the best way to save Gandalf. And as you are repositioning yourself, you notice on the area behind the head of this water worm, you see that there is a light that is glowing. It looks like something is glowing up there. How would you like to spend your extra success?
I will gain insight.
Perhaps that is where Gandalf struck it when it came out of the water and swallowed him.
Like a weak spot. All right. All right. Forward stance, running up the creature and driving the spear into the weak spot.
Oh my god!
I need an athletics check for this.
Can I give him hope?
Absolutely. Always.
Can I give him 2 hope?
It can only be one. Sorry.
Okay, I give him a hope.
Athletics. With that.
Piper, I want to know how you're doing this. By the way, how you're giving Anduin hope. You're seeing Anduin, like, rush towards this thing, take a step onto the scales of this creature.
I just scream, "You're our wolf man!"
Anduin, you begin rushing up the tail of this water worm. Go ahead and make an attack roll. You have an extra bonus die because of the badassery.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think I basically have to work myself into a suicidal frenzy to even attempt this in the first place. And hearing Piper yelling at me, I think I just respond to her with just literally a and just drive the spear into it with the loud war cry.
Oh my god.
Can you do that one more time?
No. Okay. Bonus. Can I spend my own hope on this as well?
Yes. You're getting
Okay.
a bonus die from your awesome athletics check to do this cool maneuver. And
Okay.
yeah, you can spend another hope to give yourself another bonus die.
It's a
That is a
success. Not one great success on all those dice, but it's still a hit.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Still a hit.
I rolled 5 bonus dice trying to get a great success there and didn't get it. But
Oh my God.
nonetheless, I'm hitting it right in that weak spot.
Absolutely. You do, and you see the water worm sort of like recoil as you connect, and it screams in pain as you do. You look like it hurt it pretty bad with that one.
You don't belong here! And I will try to maintain my stance on it as I end my turn.
Oh.
Well, actually, that's probably just impossible because it's just going to straighten up and fling me into the water. No, after that... Well, actually, I don't know. If my spear is embedded in it...
Yeah, you've got a handhold, man.
Yeah, if I've got a handle like it's a rodeo, I'm going to stay on.
Okay.
You ever seen a wolf ride a snake?
Let's go.
Holy shit.
All right. Piper.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I immediately go into forward and I'm running toward, because this thing is distracted by what just happened, right?
Sure.
So I'm assuming I want to do some damage. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Foolhardedly. Okay.
What are your
I'm running in.
What are your traits again?
My traits?
Yeah.
Eager. Oh wait, no, that's my
Your
distinctive features, right? That's right. Okay.
Distinctive features.
Eager, faithful, and curious.
Okay.
It tracks.
Yep.
Okay, I'm putting myself in forward, and I'm running forward. I'm running forward. I don't get any bonus dice, right? I'm gonna use them. Can I?
You can use a hope, but otherwise,
I'm gonna use a hope.
Okay.
I'm burning through all my hope for this. Okay.
This is really like our first boss fight, so.
Or the
blame you.
trolls in
Half
that
the
case.
fucking party.
What do
thought
I
the
have to do
trolls
for
were fun.
target's parry? I can't select this guy, right?
You should be able to.
You just leave it at 0 unless the DM says otherwise.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Piper, you rush towards this water worm. And as you are doing so, you miss with your sword. You strike. This thing is too big, it's too quick, it barely seems to notice you. It's undulating as Anduin is on top of it, moving and slithering all about, and it just sort of like, you attack it and you feel sort of insignificant. I need a valor roll from you, please.
Okay.
You fail.
Failure.
You take a point of shadow.
By one.
Oh, I should have screamed for hope.
Oh, DM?
Yes.
No, that's only with hope, is it? We have Gandalf, so that's... No, it's with the hope. Never mind.
You do not have Gandalf.
No, as in, like, because he's our patron, we have double rolls. Unless you're saying he's... Oh. Oh.
Piper,
Okay.
Yeah.
what is going through your head as you fail here?
To my knowledge, Gandalf is dead. Like, he's been eaten by this worm. I saw Anduin run forward, and I thought I could help. But I do feel insignificant, and I feel small, and I feel like I don't know anything, and I never did, and I never will. And what am I doing here? What have I done?
Feel the shadow creeping in. doubt filling your heart. This is too much for you. There may be no road home for you, Piper. You may never see the Shire again. You may die here in this sad place with no light, no green, no hope. Your friends aren't even here. You left them behind. All because you needed adventure. Now you have it. The hiss of this worm screeches above you, and you begin to cower away. The ferryman, forgotten on the shores below, scrambles to try and make it onto shore. And fails again.
Please, help! Please!
Screaming below the shore continues. He tries to swim away from this. And now, the worm's turn. Or it would be the worm's turn. However, you begin to see the worm violently shake. Begins to hiss and moan. And you see a light growing bright along its neck. You hear a muffled shout. Retching, the snake expels Gandalf.
Tarkun!
You see him emerge and fly out of the water worm's mouth, landing on the shore right in front of a cowering Piper. He is
Mr.
covered
Gandalf?
in horrible, viscous fluid. As the snake, this water worm, continues to writhe, Gandalf looks wide-eyed and spent. He's splayed out on the ground. And he looks up and he says,
Not yet. Not yet. Do not let fear hold your hearts. Rise up! Fight! Fight!
who is first to go?
I'm right there. I shall fight. I think with this rallying cry of Tarkun, I shall try and swing at him again from defensive stance, mind you, so this might not go as I planned. Weary failure. But there we go. So
weary failure. Rioth, you try and strike out with your axe, and unfortunately, that is a miss. The snake, this water worm, is sort of like undulating. As Anduin is still on top of it. I was rolling every round, by the way, for Gandalf.
I'm sorry, you were rolling every round for Gandalf, and that's the round that you rolled for?
Yep. No joke.
Well,
You had to beat a 16. Rolled an 18. Okay. Rioth, you strike out with your axe. It misses. It probably is a glancing blow. It just kind of slides along the scales of this water worm. You shave off a few of these scales, but doing no major damage. Who is next?
okay.
I'll go next especially when I hear Gandalf yelling at us to fight the thing. So,
Is he inspired by Gandalf?
God, I hope so, because I can't spend any more hope.
Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Rioth, roll another d6. So you get one bonus die because of Gandalf.
Oh, a 3, which would make it the number I need.
That would be a success. What is your damage?
My damage is a 6, injury rating 20.
Okay. You had no successes. Okay. Yep. All right.
No.
All right. Anduin, you're going next. You have a 1 bonus die.
All right, I'm just wrestling the thing. I hear Gandalf saying to fight, and at this point, I have worked myself into a frenzy to climb onto it, and now I'm just stabbing it. I'm yelling at it now, too. I slew your kin up on Cloudy Head, and I'll slay you here, too, from the tops of the mountains to the depths of the river, and stab it. And I'm just, like, trash-talking the thing now to psych myself up.
What he said.
That is a great success.
Oh.
How would you like to spend your extra success?
I'm also missing a d6 there, because I'm in forward stance, and I got one from Gandalf, so...
Okay.
It's still one great success. If I make it a piercing blow, that would put it at 8. No, it's going to be a heavy blow. So 5 damage plus 8. It would be 13 damage total. And I'm just drilling back into that same weak spot on its neck.
It recoils in pain, slithering around. I'm going to need you to make an athletics check to stay on.
Okay. A great success.
Ooh.
Wow, okay. How would you like to spend your extra success?
I would like to take my cowboy hat into my hand, and I would like to spin it over my head for additional centrifugal force to keep me balanced. I don't actually know what the great successes could even apply to in this situation.
This would be a normal special success.
Well, I mean, yes, but I don't know, like, what, widen influence?
Maybe his sick moves might make it so that this guy doesn't hit me for as many dice.
I feel like you could potentially gain insight. You could... You could make haste. I don't think widen influence will really work here.
Okay. I guess I'll gain insight, and specifically watching its reaction when I stab it, try to determine how close this thing is to going down, or at the very least retreating.
If I could interject just for a minute, I apologize. Is it possible that it could be widen influence? Since he has that on the back of his head, using his own weight, he could pull right as a bike could be coming down. Just lower that number for success just a wee bit.
I mean, perhaps. I mean, you might be onto something. Could I Could I try to interfere with its attacks on somebody else? If it's trying to bite somebody, could I rock it back and forth at the base of its neck?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll try to destabilize the creature to lower its accuracy then. That's
Okay.
what I'll go for.
All right. Okay. Who is next?
Me, I think. Gandalf just gave a rousing speech and told us to fight. So Piper is going to run forward and try to hit this thing again. I'm running forward. I'm gonna hit this thing. Question.
Mm-hmm. You have a bonus
How
die from
much-
Gandalf, by the way.
Right. Okay. How low hope is too low?
0. Well,
Right.
the gist of it
But-
is you don't want to go lower than your shadow.
Oh.
Piper, I have 2 hope at the moment.
I'm
to
fine.
put it in
I'm
perspective
fine.
for you.
Okay, let's do 2 bonus dice. I'm spending a hope. Let's hit this thing.
Holy
Come
shit.
on, Piper. You can do it.
Piper,
Oh crap.
this is a potential piercing blow.
Okay. Potential. What do I do?
Well, I have to make a roll. Now,
Okay.
it's got some special BS, unfortunately. Okay.
Does that special BS include an Anduin on its back?
No. Okay. It does have 3 on its armor roll, so that's good luck. You do have a 16 on that sword, which is really good. Is the keen, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the same thing for my bow.
Very good. All right. That is a Gandalf rune, which is the equivalent of a total failure for adversaries.
Yes!
Piper, how do you wound this creature?
Okay. I need to know how high up is its eye from me? Can I hit it in the eye?
It's
Can I
moving
blind it?
around. I mean, it's the
Oh,
snake.
yeah.
It's got Anduin sort of, with a spear in its back, and it's just kind of it's wiggling all around.
I'm gonna run forward, and I'm probably under it, and it's like moving up and around. I'm gonna stab it up through the jaw neck area.
All right. Piper rushes forward as you are roused by Gandalf, probably rushing past him as he's using his staff to try and get himself stood back up. You see Rioth with axe. Rioth has sort of missed. The axe has collided with some of the scales, shaved some of them off, and bit a little bit into this worm. Anduin is going mad on top of this thing's back, and you just saw what could potentially be your undoing. You grit your teeth, and you rush forward. Rushing forward, you leap as the worm comes down and plunge upwards with your short sword into the jaw of this creature. At first, it is difficult to push through. There is a resistance there, and you scream as you finally manage to press through its palate, and you see this horrible oozing blood like shoot out all over your hands, and you hear it scream in pain, and it starts to writhe all around even further. You are sent back sprawling to the ground, and you are able to catch yourself and right yourself, getting back up into a standing position. Now your sword is covered in blood, and so is the front of your clothing. You see this creature writhing around, Anduin with spear in its back, sort of spinning wildly in the air. Maybe you will see that road home again. I feel so bad for this ferryman. I have failed every roll for this ferryman.
He's safer down there. He is much safer down there than up here.
But he has no fingernails anymore, you know?
How much endurance does he have? Has he just drowned?
He is not doing well. He's not doing well.
I'm sure he could just hold on to the side of the wall for a minute while we finish what we're doing up here.
Gandalf will sort of try to brush himself off. Stand up. They will hold his staff up. And in the distance, you can hear the screaming and yelling of several people in the town as the bells continue to ring. You hear the sounds of footsteps, and Gandalf raises his staff up again. And he says, "Back into the depths! This is not your home!" And a bright light is cast out from Gandalf's staff. You feel this sort of pulse. Anduin, I need you to make another athletics check. You feel the worm seems to be rushing away from the light. Anduin, what would you like to do? Would you like to stay on this creature as it dives into the water?
Oh.
Or would you like to do something else? It is your choice.
Suppose if I make another attack, I'm then getting carried over into the water with it, yeah?
It is on... This is its turn right now. It still has stuff that it can do. But you have the choice of staying on its back as it does these things. Or you can do something else. You can jump off. Basically, some kind of athletics that you would like to do.
Okay, I'm going to use that great success to do a not quite elven level of agility, but I'm going to jump and just land and roll and come back up to my feet in a somewhat dignified manner as the thing goes in the water, because I'm not going in the water with it. I'm not that stupid. The fine line between bravery and stupid, that's diverging into the full stupid side. So I'm staying here. I just jump off it, or I pull my spear out and jump off.
It bellows again. Blood trailing from the wounds as it plunges back into the depths of the Greyflood River.
I weakened it for you.
Hey, that you did. A fine trophy it would have made.
Just fine. I sit on the ground.
I'm all right. Oh, it broke my arm.
Someone should help that fellow. He's drowning.
Yeah, I'll walk over there and offer the end of a spear to
but
poor
not you.
Steve.
I'm sitting on the ground. I can't get back up again. That'd be a waste of a turn.
You are out of combat.
Can't wait till you tell him that. Oh, it'll be a waste of my energy. Just go ahead and drown, fella.
Get back up.
Anduin, you fish this person out of the Greyflood River. You hear screams and yelling of guards and the patter of boot on stone as Gandalf sort of sighs and rests heavily on his staff.
I would rather not do that again.
I would rather you did not do that again either.
Is everyone all right?
No.
Come on, buddy.
Thank you.
Catch your breath. Count your blessings to be alive.
Now what?
No.
What were we doing?
I don't know, but I could do with a drink.
We catch our
A
breath.
meeting.
Right, we were meeting that guy
I could do with
to
mead.
tell him about his dead family.
Oh, that
God.
kind of.
I think it best if we do not garner the guards' attention. Let us move away from the shore.
Okay.
I am very much in favor of moving away from the water, but for entirely different reasons.
Come. We shall see if we can meet with this Gwyleth.
Wait. How are you alive? It swallowed you.
He's a wizard. He's over 10,000 years old.
You
He
wouldn't.
can't die. And I
You
knew
would
it
do
the
best
whole time.
You would do best not to
Sorry.
underestimate our Arcoon here.
Right. Well, let's go then.
Fellas, I just wanted to point out that I'm not exactly looking, like I'm just passing through here. I'm kind of covered in blood from head to toe. So, I might stick out.
I don't think you're alone.
Oh, you're in good company here, but
Okay, great. It's just
We'll
a
find a wash
company
basin.
feature.
you do
Okay.
have a good point.
Come. Let us move. The quicker we are
What is
away
with-
from this, the better.
What's with hobbits and being smeared in viscera anyway?
I think I'm the first one.
No, Launton has you there. In
Oh, right.
That
viscera.
that wasn't. That was not viscera.
Are you sure? It looked pretty traumatic to me.
Now, find a wash basin, and then we shall make our way to the market. Come. I see it shall be a rather busy day.
That is a good place for us to end the episode today.
Bwah.
Perfect.
Well done,
Nobody
everybody.
died.
Nobody
died.
No, not even
Crazy.
NPCs, which I would listen. In my head, I was like, fodder for the snake.
So, little bit of info there. I did say I was rolling for Gandalf the whole time. The difficulty was increasing with every round.
Oh, wow.
That's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
I just want to point out that Gandalf returned just as I had lost
That-
hope.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Yep, I rolled an 18. And he got a great success, which is why I did that speech thing.
All right, then.
Well, and the fact that the snake got away and then everybody, it's like, we got to get out of here. No one's really going to know. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
what, this one guy's going to be like, yeah, there was a team of people and they like cut it up and stuff. They're like, no, they didn't. It was a huge snake. No one did that. You're crazy.
I have to ask how close it was to dead if I had stayed on it and
Not
kept
even close.
stabbing.
Not
Yeah,
even-
okay.
I-
That's
Oh,
what I
wow.
thought.
I mean-
Okay. Oh,
Just
good thing
judging,
you didn't.
Yeah, going off our troll encounter, I think that thing is like maybe 3 or 4 trolls strong, right? He's not gonna say, but
will not say.
yeah.
Well,
I really had to. Player kind of had to override character to get off the thing. I'm like, no, that's not smart.
I will say, I feel like you guys made really good choices throughout the whole
Thank
fight.
you. I love honey with my tea.
yeah. Absolutely. I wrote in the chat, Launton overfilled your tea at one point, and he's a little distraught right now.
Oh.
He
Just
has
a
made a
tiny
hearty
bit.
foul. So,
You guys made some really good choices. It did have some special BS that you didn't really get to see. A lot of that happened in the water. So I was like, oh, good, they're making a break for the shore. I was like, are they going to try and fight it? I was like, I hope they don't try and fight this in the boat. I was like, this boat is like toothpicks. I was like, it's either going to take 2 regular hits and get knocked to shit, or it was it had the friggin' eye of Sauron. I was like, I got to destroy it on that one. It's got to happen.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So good job. And you only had 1 Sauron rune, which was really good because you guys did so many rolls today. It was crazy. So many rolls. I was like, wow, that was really incredible, because I was like, this is a shadow situation. I was like, this thing is extremely intimidating, terrifying. Like, this is a time for you to like lose your valor and to lose your wit.
Yeah.
So great job. Really well done. Good job. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs to wrap things up for the day. Why don't we start off with Mirggles today?
Hello! I am Mirggles, and I played Piper today, and it was super fun. This character is just so funny because I feel like I play some version of stupid Brave so often, where like she just runs in and does stuff. I learn absolutely nothing when I'm rewarded so heartily for those decisions. So that's great. We'll keep doing that. If you would like to check me out, I'm also on Kingmakers on Tuesdays on Tablestory, and it is amazing, and you should come and watch it. It's unreal. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Aaron?
Hi, everybody. My name is Aaron. Before I jump into my crap, all of you, Whack, and my fellow cast members, this was so well done, top to bottom. The production was incredible. Your guys' choices, how you were just presenting yourselves and your characters, and I can't tell you, it just like Fairlight said, that the difference between like character and player, and you're like, you do have to balance that. I mean, because otherwise you might get yourself completely killed or do nothing that is fun, to even watch. So that it is that crazy balance. And I think you guys you nailed it. So well done. My name is Aaron. I wrote a book. If you want to find out more about that, you can find me over on Twitter at Aaron B. Writes. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. This was, I got to be a viewer today, and this was incredible. So thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Fairlight.
Hello, I'm FairlightXcalibur here on Twitch. I play Anduin of the River. Probably more of the river than I really wanted today, but man, what a blast! The combat in this system is fun enough, I suppose, but like the big set piece battles like this, I think, where that bring in a little more narrative to it, is where it really will shine, especially with Whack. I haven't go out of his way to make custom rules, but it really pays off in situations like this. That was just perfect, intense, dramatic from start to finish. Had a blast.
I'm so glad. Thank you, buddy.
And as for me, I'll be doing Company of Heroes, so since literally the entire rest of Twitch is all playing Sons of the Forest, if you want to see something else, I'll be doing something else. That's it for me.
All right, make sure you go check out FairlightXcalibur, Fairlight_Excalibur. Thank you so much. Meyer.
Hello. Hi, my name is Meyer, and I played Ryuth today, and what a day it was. I'm almost sad about the boat going kablooey, but I think it was really cool. It was so tense, and the fact that Whack put together that encounter completely from scratch without having any help from the book whatsoever, and we came out the way we did, and we didn't die, and it was tense the entire way through. Just wow, Whack, wow. Yeah. I could go on forever, but yeah, I love this so much. You can find me at twitch.tv/Meyer. I'm about to hop on to WildRP in a bit. But otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Meyer_test, where sometimes I say stuff. That's me.
Go check out that Twitter so that you can hear Meyer say stuff or see Meyer say things.
Sometimes. There's no promises there, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, buddy. PB.
Hello. Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at PumpkinberryBot. I just wanted to say it was amazing. It was so fucking cool watching this today, but also super props to Aaron for suggesting that we come on for literally under a minute and then immediately go back. It was great.
Yep. It was. Really well done. Thank you so much. I'm Mike Steven. I've been your Loremaster of Mount Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. As always, we appreciate you so much, chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my wonderful role players. Thank you so much, Fairlight. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Mirggles. Thank you, PB. Thank you, Meyer, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed this. This was a random encounter that started this. The only way that this could have happened. I did not want this to happen when it did.
So this is twice, right? In this town. Two things.
Well, one was your choice. One was your choice.
Yes, okay.
And this one was just a die roll. I was like, the only way that this horrible thing is going to happen is if I roll an Eye of Sauron. Not only did I roll an Eye of Sauron, I rolled it with an extra success.
Oof.
So
I love how all these near-death experiences are Whack just being like, well, I don't want them to have to fight the trolls, but here we go. I don't want them to have to. Hey, here's another giant monster. It's a real shame about all these giant monsters shoveling them on.
Sauron just lands in the middle of Tharbad, just like fucking like a Marvel movie character, and is just like, take me on.
I would just like to point out as well, there is a mechanic that goes on behind the scenes. Of basically, what was it called? I have it in my notes here. Eye awareness. As in the Eye of Sauron awareness.
Ooh,
there are certain things that trigger it as time goes on. And a number that I keep track of, which is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that during
in
this.
the background.
When it came up.
I knew that was a mechanic. I wasn't sure like if you had brought it into play yet.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good to know.
Oh no, it's been going the whole time. Yeah. You
Good.
start.
How we doing on that?
You start with a number. It is called the Hunt Threshold.
Hunt. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And the Eye awareness. When the Eye awareness reaches the Hunt Threshold, something happens.
We get hunted.
Classic hunt threshold eye awareness. You know, what are you going to do?
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today. Hopefully you will check out our new show that is run by Mr. Brad Woto that has just started on Sundays. PB and Myth and Orcish and Mythomatic are on that show. Make sure you go check that out. It is fantastic. It's good stuff. That is on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, I run another show called 100 Club. That's on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern. It is a dark comedy, sci, fantasy kind of show. It has been absolutely wonderful, and we are nearing the end of that show, so make sure you check it out. Hopefully we'll see you guys around. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And make sure you're following Tablestory here on Twitch, on YouTube, at @Tablestory on Twitter. Come hang on our Discord, tablestory.tv/Discord. We'll be running a shill show soonish. I'm going to get the date for you guys soon. Just working that out as soon as we can, but we will be having one soon. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye.